Hello to the 3dcoat community. This is my video here just to ask a question to make it more clear what I'm after, because I'm considering purchasing 3dcoat. Now I've obviously got Modo, as you can see in front of you here. I've also got Cinema 4D and ZBrush, but I like to have better retopology tools. More of an expansion upon what I've got in Modo more than anything, because I'm quite happy with the way that the workflow is in general. So my question is in this video is, can you set up or use a tool within 3dcoat to work like this tool that I'm going to be showing you now? And the whole thing I like about this tool is I don't have to keep on switching to different tools. So let me just show you. So I can just select any edge, any vert with the left mouse button, and I can tweak each time I make an extrusion of edges. Now with the extrusion of the edges, all I have to do is just press the control key left mouse button, and then I can just continue to tweak. Note that after I do my extrusion, the tool kind of drops, so I'm not kind of forced to make another polygon immediately. I can do some tweaking in between each of the extrusions. Now I have tried a couple of the tools inside of 3dcoat, just really scratching the surface with it, and the one that seems to be closest to this is this tool here, the quads tool. Now what I like that I've found inside 3dcoat so far is the fact that you can change this method, which is quite nice, and this seems to be the closest to Modo. But please, if you know of another way, a way I can change it and tweak it, then please let me know. So I like the idea that I can go from edge to edge and be quite accurate in where I'm going to be placing these polygons. Now immediately what I like to do when I create a polygon is to start to manipulate one of the verts. But notice I've still got this tool active here. It'd be nice if it just dropped when I press the escape key. I like to just be able to create a polygon, go and tweak it, and then move on to the next one like that. So moving on to the next one. Now this two-click method is okay, but it would be nice if I can just simply just drag an edge out, and then that's it, it creates the polygon. So back into Modo again. After I've created a few of these, it will be the case that I want to add some loops at one point or another, edge loops, or as it may be called in your program that you use, ring loops. Inside Modo, I don't have to go to another tool to do this. I can simply just hold on the shift key and middle mouse button to add that loop. Again, the whole point of this is that I don't have to keep switching tools. I've got a modifier key that does the frequently used kind of things that you would likely to do as you're going through the process. So that's that. Also, you'll notice that I kind of referred to Maya. I don't use Maya, but when viewing videos for Maya, I kind of see that that's the way I would like to work. So that's why I've kind of asked a kind of versus or compare to Maya. It's not really asking which is the best versus like that. It's more side to side how I can match that kind of workflow. The thing that's missing inside Modo, at least the version definitely that I'm using here, is the smooth brush. The smooth brush is quite critical to me, and I noticed that in 3dcoat you have that, and that's fantastic. And I need to discover this after I posted the post up in the forum. So that's great that it's got that. But you can see this workflow that I kind of like to adopt. I just simply like to be able to go to an edge and extrude a whole polygon, and then immediately start tweaking it, and then just keep on going like this. I'm happy to be working like this. It's pretty quick and it's very accurate. I can be the master in where I add my loops, when I add my loops, and how I tweak it as I go along. I've seen these other modes with inside 3dcoat, but primarily this is the kind of selling point for me, if I can kind of adopt this kind of workflow. Again, going back into here, I don't seem to better kind of adopt that same workflow, in that when I start to I don't really want to have to click twice, let's put it that way, although that's not a big deal to me. But I will have to keep on pressing the escape key every time I want to kind of do a nice tweak in there. So if I want to go like that, that's not too bad, because at least I can redirect the edge flow quite nicely with that. So it's not really much of a complaint there to work like that. But when I right click at this point, it's kind of a bit confusing to my eye to still see this bar here while I'm tweaking it. So it'd be nice if this bar just disappears, or it acts like I press the escape key, so I can just go ahead and do some tweaking. Also, it may be the case that it can be done, but I'm not sure. It'd be nice if I could expand the brush or the cursor size. So when I do a tweak, I can do a tweak more like a relax kind of tweak. Now this is found, I believe, in the brush. You can see here we've got the ability to tweak like this. It's like a smooth kind of tweak, and I quite like this. This is a nice way to move multiple vertices. It would be nice if this was combined with this, so that when I right click I have that tool. So it'd be great if I could customize what my right click does. Now I have noticed that on this tool here, which is really nice, that you have actually got some options, what the control key does and what the control and shift key does. Now these kind of modifiers are welcome. This is what I would like to see maybe in the quads mode, so that I can actually have the option as to what my modifier keys. So please let me know if it's possible to add a modifier key to this, for instance, so that when I right click or middle click, it will activate one of the other tools. For instance, the split rings one is something that I would use quite often, so it would be nice, for instance, if I could assign that to a middle mouse button while using, say, the quad tool, so I don't have to come out of there. I can simply just continue to work. So really it'd be nice to kind of work similar to the way that I do inside Modo, but be able to have all these other fantastic options as I have in here as well at the same time. It's really nice to be able to have these options, but I don't really want to be jumping all between different tools if I can have it all in one tool, if it's possible, that is. Okay, so thanks for your attention for this, and yeah, kind of a good idea to make a video so that it's more clearer what I'm after. Okay guys, thanks for your help.